then on to the continent. We sat in the sun talking of his plans, marking up maps and books. My heart ached that he was to leave me behind. For it seemed such an adventure to go into the unknown. Now my excitement was marred with worry. For what terrible thing must Jonathan have suffered to leave him in such a state? I retraced his steps through Europe to the hospital where he was being cared for. It was of a religious order, run by nuns. They welcomed me and showed me to his room, warning me he has had some fearful shock. The nun said, "It is delirium, his ravings have been dreadful, of wolves and poison and blood, of ghosts and demons. Be careful with him always that there be nothing of this kind to excite him for a long time to come. Traces of such an illness as his do not die away lightly." I questioned her on the specifics of what she had said, but she would only cross herself and say the ravings of the sick were the secrets of God.
Mina, is it really you?
Of course, my love, who else?
I've hardly known these past few weeks what was real and what were dreams of a madman. I thought, terrible, thought that this was but one more dream, that you would melt into air and leave me alone again.
When he was deemed well enough to travel, we were married in the little chapel there, in readiness for our journey. I should feel joy to finally be wed, and I truly do, but there is something underneath. He does not remember anything for a long time past, or so he would have me believe. He puts on a show of cheer, but sometimes when he looks on me, I feel he's seeing someone else. He cries out in his sleep and waits, flinching, trembling at my touch. He is my husband, and yet I feel the man I promised to marry is not here, replaced by some shadowy changeling. But these thoughts are silly, and worse, cruel.
Restless, my dear?
Just wondering. I know you do not remember what befell you, but perhaps there is some clue in your journal. It could aid your recovery.
No. Wilhelmina, I want you to make me a promise.
Must be a very serious one for you to call me that.
It is not that I want there to be secrets between us. It's just that the knowledge in this book sent me mad once. It is best left unknown. I ask that you join me in this ignorance. Take it. Keep it from me.
That's what you wish? Then I shall seal it. And the seal will stand unless some solemn need compels me to open it. Consider it a bond of trust between us, a wedding gift.
Pray we never need know its content. I want to start my life anew with you, Nina. Free of the lingering dread of those dark hours and their stain on my mind.
And we shall. We shall be in Whitby soon. Sea air will help you recover. Everything will be well.
Apologies, sweet lady.
Thank you, sir.
It is the devil. It is the devil himself.
Do you know him, my love?
Who?
The gentleman that was just here.
No. No, not at all.
Are you feeling quite well?
Yes. Of course.
Let us get you home.
Well, I must return to my wife. It is the only thing to chase this fog of grief from my mind. How does accusation coincide? She awoke so soon. Perhaps in my haste I gave too small a dose. Yet such thoughts are useless. They will lead to nowhere but the abyss. So I return to the matter of my lunatic. She's quite transformed. She's been so sweetly docile and able to remove her restraints and place her back among the other patients. All thoughts of escape seem to vanish from her mind. She takes medication without complaint, and even asks to participate in productive work, knitting and sewing with the other women. The only thing that remains are the flies. I rack my brains, but I cannot see a reason for this change. Most would consider this progress, if not an unqualified success. I am not so certain. To me, her very silence is but another phase of madness. Good day, Miss Redford.
Good day, Doctor. How are you?
Why, this is unexpected courtesy.
It is good to be polite, isn't it? I have learned, as you said, the wisdom of cooperation.
Then perhaps you will now tell me the purpose with the flies.
Do you not know your Bible, Doctor? I thought you would, for you make us all study it, even the girls that can hardly read. The blood is the life. It's in the scriptures.
I admit, I don't recall that verse.
I'm collecting lives, storing them all up and adding them.
But what worth is the life of an insect?
Doesn't God watch out for all of us? Even the smallest of creatures. So doesn't every life count, even a little? One fly's life is not worth much but 100,000.
Nurse, has she had that cough long?
Just these past few days, sir.
Then I must give her a more thorough examination. Escort her to my office. Wait outside.
But, sir, what if you require assistance and to go to the outside?
If I need you, I will call upon you. Nothing out of the ordinary. Miss Renfield, I have a few more questions for you regarding your master.
I can't talk about the new master. He won't let me.
Then, what of your old master?
Oh, Doctor, I thought you knew him. I thought you two were the dearest of friends.
How do you know that?
I see things different now. He told you lies about me, didn't he?
He
so
told
you
me.
keep me here.
He told me you were unwell, that you had a brain fever, and that you become a danger to yourself, and that you tried to take your own life, and you were saved
By
by.
him, was it?
Why? Yes.
I bet he didn't tell you about the promises he made you. He talked so sweetly, with words like bad points, a foolish thing, but
What did he do?
don't mock me, Doctor. Don't pretend. He was your friend, wasn't he? You know, he used to creep by my bedchamber each night, begging entry, as if he didn't already own the place, as if I had any power to resist. Can you truly say you didn't guess? Didn't suspect? Because you hid me here, kept his name away, made sure there would be no connection between him and that girl. Oh my Doctor, you're only as blind as you please to be! Master, please, I did as you bade me! Help me! Shake me! Take me away! Oh, Master, please!
Be quiet! There's no master here, do you understand? You are a liar and you're giving to your delusion and would slander a good man's name! No! Keep her conscious. Something to cool her heated brain is required. Hydrotherapy, perhaps. Prepare an ice bath.
Sir, if she's ill, that would worsen her condition.
Are you an imbecile, nurse? That was a sham to have me in there to examine her privately, but she could make an attempt on my life. Take her away. Prepare the water.
Sir, are you sure?
Just do as I say.
Do that, Miss Renfield. Just whatever made you go for Dr. Seward like that? I didn't take you for the violent type.
He's abandoned me.
I don't think the doctor is all well at the moment. I thought he wanted you better, but now I don't know. It's gone all funny since that was life. I think he needs a holiday.
He's left me here in this hole over dead.
Fine. I get to sleep.
The Whitby Gazette, 25th of September. Another tragedy has befallen our little town. It is with deep sorrow that we report the death of Arthur Homewood, the eldest son of Lord Godalming. A regular visitor to Whitby, he will be sorely missed by all. His body was found near the ruins of Whitby Abbey. Police suspect, based on the injuries sustained, that he was attacked by an animal, possibly a feral dog. The coroner surmised that the fatal wound was 2 small ragged punctures on the throat. Local superstition has connected his death with the notoriously haunted nature of the abbey, claiming a white lady that has sent to appear there. This line of thinking is captured in public imagination, as we have received letters from many claiming to have seen this white lady in recent weeks. The authorities are still investigating. We would want all to keep a sharp lookout for any wild animals, and to avoid walking alone after dusk.
Mina, please, it is late. Come to bed.
Lucy dead. And nobody tell what of, and now Arthur too. It's all so strange, is it not?
Strange. Yes. But my love, why do you torment yourself with this practice? What answer do you hope to find in these books?
Can't help but feel responsible, somehow. What if I had locked the door that night, or if I'd stayed with Lucy?
What more could you have done? She had 2 doctors, very learned men attending to her. If they could not save her, then what more could have been done?
There was something I did not see. Something Lucy kept from me. I cannot just forget her. The way she looked at the end, she couldn't go to. She wanted me to go.
Do you not think that she wanted you to be happy?
Oh, she was ever trying to make others happy. So she wasted. So she died with a smile on her lips.
I know I cannot ask you to forget this sorrow. I cannot ask that of you. Remember the promise that we made to each other. It's hard to do. All we can do now is look to the future, our future together. Do not surround yourself with ghosts.
Is something wrong?
No, it's not.
We don't have to if we'd rather not.
No, nothing is wrong. I will do my duty at your pleasure.
Your duty? Jonathan, I do not want your duty. Something is obviously troubling you, but it ease your mind to talk.
There is nothing to talk about.
You put on a fine show to the world, but I hear the whimpers in your sleep. You turn your back on me, sullen, stoic. Where's my Jonathan who let me know the secrets of his heart?
I do not know. Sometimes, when I look in the mirror, I do not know my own reflection. I have tried to act on this man. I have been strong for you. I have done what was proper.
Propriety! Can we not set aside propriety even here in private? You place this distance between us. It's as if you had not returned at all. You still look so pale.
Oh, and that's what I was afraid of. You would look on me with pitying eyes, as if I were some fragile thing, as if I were weak. I must disgust you.
That is nonsense.
I'm hardly a man at all. Hardly one worthy of a woman like you. I cannot protect you.
Protect me from what?
I do not know.
Is this some lingering of your illness?
Yes. My weak constitution wouldn't want to give me a nasty shock now, would we?
That is not what I meant.
Just look downstairs.
Whatever I do is not enough. His kisses are cold, his eyes are blank. There's something rotten, a poison that would not be purged as easily as he would will it. He does not know what. Or so he would have me believe. And I have the answer. I know where it lies, sealed with wax, impressed in my wedding ring. Promise I made him. Yet if it may help him, it is for his good. And ours. I did not sleep. How could I? That awful journal coloured all my thoughts. Now I know what he has suffered. If it be true, I cannot help but doubt a tale of such a fantastic nature. But as I read, I started to make sense of the signs I had seen. My mind began to turn, and I began to transcribe, compile. And as I worked, I found a conclusion too terrible to name. I cannot tell whether I wished for my fears to be confirmed or dismissed. Dr. Seward.
Enter.
Dr. Seward, Professor Van Helsing. I must speak with you urgently. You both attended to Lucy at the end, did you not?
We did, and I'm very glad to speak to you, Miss Murray.
Mrs. Harker, actually.
Mrs. Harker, you were a friend of Miss Lucy, and you knew her habits. If you could tell us any more about this sleepwalking, I would owe you much gratitude.
Not this again, Professor. What good is it to futilely hand over the facts?
It is too late.
No. For I believe I have the information you seek. You see, I wrote it all down at the time, every detail I observed of Lucy.
May I read it?
Of course. This document contains mine and my husband's journals. sorted by entry chronologically.
How can your husband's diary possibly be relevant?
It's still very queer, but you must read it. If I am correct, then there is a present danger. If not, then at least do not laugh at me or think me mad. I've been since yesterday in a very fever of doubt. You must not be foolish and even half believe such very strange things. But please, I beg you must read it.
May 4th. My journey through the Carpathians has been fairly uneventful thus far. Danger here watches as I keep my fingers in as if someone plays name that wishes to make it seem to break all my shackles through me now. I start all over pressing this crucifix on me. Although there's no to the book and Lord. God, let me look over my head. It is so late to the traffic, for the sake of those who love their faces in the realm of the unknown.
So it is true! It is all true. You have confirmed my most wild and terrible theories. Your husband has been through a great trial, and it is wondrous that he's still alive and that his brains have not turned.
Are you certain of that? Because this smacks to me of either madness or very neat fiction.
No, not so, for I had an inkling when I did first see her of what ailed Miss Lucy. But the problem was I could not prove it, let alone even say it, lest you call me madman. Wait. You see this newspaper clipping? It deals with the unfortunate death of young Arthur. Don't you, the marks on his throat? 2 ragged wounds.
Yes, just as Lucy had.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that there may be some cause in common?
Do you mean to tell me that you have no suspicion of what young Lucy died of?
Of great loss or waste of blood.
But how was the blood lost or waste? Oh, you think then that the wounds in Arthur's throat were made by the same that caused those in Miss Lucy's, huh?
I suppose so.
Then you are wrong. It is far worse than that. They were made by Miss Lucy.
Professor, are you mad?
Madness were easy to bear when compared with truth such as this. I go tonight to find further proof. Dare you come with me? Hey, if it be not true, then proof be relief. At worst it cannot be harmed. But if it be true, there is no dread. What I propose is that you and I, we go to the churchyard tonight where Lucy lies.
Very well. I'll see your proof.
Well, then let me come with you.
Oh, this is no mission for a lady, even one so clever as you. This is a grim task that we are about. You must stay safe. There is no easy way to destroy the undead, and none are pleasant.
You mean to kill Lucy?
Oh, to kill her is to free her soul to rest eternally.
Well, then you don't know.
I have done what I can do. I cannot hope to know the mysteries of the human soul. You must stay safe and call your husband to you. Keep together, stay safe together. It is good to be, when this danger is around, together. Perhaps there is a way that you can assist us. Jack, have you a record of Lucy's case?
I keep my diary by phonograph. Every detail is recorded there.
Perhaps Madam Mina can transcribe it and add it to the sum of our knowledge?
I have no way of selecting any individual part.
Then better to have it copied that we may refer to it.
It was never intended to be heard by anyone else. It is a private record.
You have already read over mine and my husband's journals. I dare say we are past the bounds of privacy.
Jack, you must believe that I do everything for a reason. We must have full knowledge of Lucy's case. If you cannot trust her, trust me when I say it is an urgent matter.
Then, if I must.
Excellent. I will make preparations. Jack, you must meet me at midnight.
May 25th. End time for appetite today. After my read-off from yesterday, I feel kind of emptiness. Nothing in the I've gone down amongst the patients and I've found one that affords me an interesting study. A young woman, previously in the service, committed to our care by a former employee.
They go to face an unknown danger, and I am left with secretary work. Usually I would joy to put my humble skill to good, but a terrible desire creeps within me. To put to proof what has been a fabrication of paper and ink. To see the undead with my own eyes. No, more than that. To see Lucy again. It is a fearful task to enter the graveyard, so dim and frightful under the pale moon. But I know I must have proof. What if Jonathan's journal truly is a mad fiction, given substance by my own fear? What if the professor is really like eccentric, chasing fables? Yet as I stand with a chill seeping into my bones in the spot where Lucy's troubles first began, every shadow leers at me, catches at my cloak, pulls me in. I will my heart to slow its hammering, to steel my nerves. The rhyme or to stay, both seem equally terrible. Mina, are you there? Oh, I'm glad I am to see you. At least, I think I'm glad. Lucy! Oh my God, so it's true! What happened? What's he done to you? I only ever saw his eyes first. Piercing, staring. That was what frightened me. Watching. But then he showed himself. Then he was not so terrified. Kept as I was in darkness, he offered me another way. I could be free, he said. I could escape the weakness of my flesh, the feelings that I could not quell. Bounds of society. So I let him in. What does it matter being bound to one man or another? It seemed the only way out. Oh, Mina, you must not think me wicked. But why? Why kill Arthur? Did you not love him? You cannot truly believe that, Mina. I had no choice but to love him. I had to marry, you see, well, better than Dr. Seward with his cold fish eyes and house of madness. But I knew, from the moment that he kissed me, the cloying taste of him, pawing hands on my skirts, it was wrong, all wrong. And I was so starved, could not resist the hunger that drove me to him.
Lucy, Professor and Dr. Stewart are coming. They mean to kill you, make you truly dead. Perhaps some way you reverse your change.
Sweet Nina, ever the Optimist, no. I chose this in my longing to escape, and I chose wrong again. I cannot feel the sun on my skin. I am stronger than any man, able to kill and eat and crush. I cannot shed a tear, nor feel my heart beat hard with joy. I am trapped in a mouldering grave. Well, then what do you mean to do? Give yourself up to them? There is no happy ending for me. And there never was. But I shall not go gentle. I have been gentle too long. We will discover some way. There is still so much we do not know. It is too late for me. Go! Return to Jonathan, your happy lad. Before they get here, you will not want to see what follows. Farewell, with friends.
Lead on, Professor. Let us see this proof.
Very well, we shall proceed then. Are you satisfied now?
I am satisfied that Lucy's body is not in that coffin. But that can only prove one thing.
And what is that?
That it is not there.
Good logic. And how do you account for being not there?
Perhaps one of the Undertaker's people stole it.
Come, I show you further.
What are you doing?
I am using the host to seal the tomb so that the undead may not enter.
Is this some joke for you, Professor? To use holy objects thus?
It is. Now, please, let us hide and keep your mouth shut. She may return. It may return soon.
Is that... Could that thing be Lucy? That one so pure, so sweet, could become that
Now you see what kind of creature we are dealing with. This undead, which is and is not Miss Lucy, which inhabits her body but degrades her soul, which we must kill in order to give Miss Lucy rest eternal. But there is more worry than her soul. These undead, they propagate as a disease would. And Miss Lucy has been infected and succumbed. And if she continues to feed, then she will infect others also.
Then how do we best effect this deed? For I will do it. For I will not allow that grotesque mockery of Lucy.
You must take this. And with all your might, you must pierce her through the heart.
I will be true as steel.
Now, let's hide. She may be drunk sooner. Then, yes.
You thought to surprise me. You want to kill me once more, don't you, Jack? I can smell the fear on you. And worse, the lust. You thought to hide from me, didn't you? And well, you hid it when I was an innocent girl. But now I know. So, come to me, Jack. Claim that kiss you so crave.
Finished with your transcription?
I have.
Then what now do you write?
A record of last night, as I witnessed it.
Do not mean that they took you with them.
No, of course not. I hid myself and watched.
Nina, for God's sake, why would you put yourself in that kind of danger?
For the same reason I read your journal. Terrible truths seem preferable to fear and ignorance.
God, how I wish to leave that vile book behind me. It pains me you should have to write such matter, or read it.
I will not sit idle if I can help it. We cannot hide our eyes under the blankets like children hearing a ghost story.
You should not have to. If I were half a man, I would have done the deed myself, rather than let other men and my own wife face the evil that I helped convey.
I do have one question, though, of your journal. The final entry. It ends when the Count enters your chamber. Knowing now what I know of Lucy, I have to suspect.
Any question about that one?
Ah, Mr. Harker! How wonderful to meet the man himself. Come, we have much matters to discuss. Your journal displays you have such great nerve to stare at that monster in the face and to escape him.
Nonsense.
Dr. Seward, I have finished with your journal. I do have one question, though. There is a matter in it that strikes me as odd. The case of the mad woman, Miss Renfield. Seems to me she's connected to this somehow. I should like to interview her.
You'll hardly get any sense out of her. She is obstinate in her madness.
I should like to speak to her nonetheless. Besides, your account shows me that she's perhaps more sinned against than sinning, Doctor.
Fine. But I shall have to escort you. For safety's sake.
Of course.
Miss Renfield, you have a visitor.
You mean to mock me? Who'd visit me?
She wants to help you.
I've had enough of your kind of help.
Good day, Miss Renfield. How do you do?
You're not the girl the doctor wanted to marry, are you? No, you're not, for she is dead.
No. I have a husband of my own. I'm Mrs. Harker. My husband and I are friends of Dr. Seward. Staying here on a visit?
Then you're the other one.
What do you mean by that?
I cannot say, but you must not say me, but your husband neither.
Why not?
I cannot say you.
Well, punish me if I tell.
You will hardly believe it, Mrs. Harker. But this woman is a violent lunatic. Hence we restrain her thus for fear she would harm other patients or herself.
Doctor, I've come to the realization that at first I was quite mad. At first I aimed life as a kind of penance. I figured that I wanted to survive this place. I thought the lives would add to my own to make me stronger, but I see now that that's all spilled. You must discharge me.
A likely story.
I appeal then to your friend. Surely such a fine lady can judge me fairly. Mrs. Harker, do I seem mad to you?
Well, no. You seem as well in your wits as any of us.
Then perhaps we shall look upon your release soon.
I fear you don't understand me. I apologize for my outburst, but obviously quiet and as gentle as you please. But I must be discharged tonight.
Can you not tell us your true reason for wanting to be discharged today?
I wish I could, but I am not my own master. I must only ask that you trust me. If you do not, then do not blame me.
Miss Renfield, what's it you fear? You can tell me.
There is nothing more we can do for her. We have work to do.
Please, Dr. Seward, send me away how you will and where you will. Keep me in a straitjacket and manacles. Send me to the workhouse or to the jail even. Send me anywhere, but let me out of this house, please. See, this is no mad fit, but a sane woman fighting for her soul, please, in the name of the love that you lost.
Come on. Enough of this. Get to your bed and try to behave discreetly.
She seemed in such earnest.
She meant to win your sympathy. The last time she appeared this lucid, she turned swiftly to violence. And if she is mixed up with this count, we cannot trust a word she says.
I trust, Dr. Seward, that you will do me the justice to bear in mind that I did what I could to convince you tonight.
Flying the nest, little bird? You have not forgotten, have you, that I see all you do? You thought to rob me of them, did you not? Did you think yourself clever? Do you not know, ignorant as you are, how they treat traders in my country? Here they are hand-burnt. Let's say there are worse things.
No! No! You do not have me anymore. I am no servant as I have been my whole life, but no longer.
And why? She would not take such care over you. You have given up life eternal for nothing. You have not saved her. You have already let me in, and now I may enter as I please.
You're no god, you're no devil neither, for you're as rotten as a man. And I bet my life you never meant to keep your promise, did you? You just meant to use me and chuck me away when you could. When I was a green girl, I'd have fell for it. For I did fall for it. But now I see you for what you are. And your power of what you promised for what it is. It doesn't set you free, it just sets you on top, scrambling over the rest. I won't set my boot on another's neck the way it's been done to me.
How what a spirited defense. Why, if you were a better stock, perhaps I would consider you worthy of my gift. But none of that will suit you.
No, please, no, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, no. Help me, please help me, help!
The men went and they made their plans to catch the Count together, insistent that I should stay safe out of it. But the warning Miss Renfield gave plays on my mind. We have built ourselves a little edifice of knowledge in the face of a shifting sea of darkness. I cannot know if I am safe. And Jonathan hardly says a word to me. He went to sleep, barely a look. I dare not ask him again about the contents of the journal. I bear the silence heavy on my heart. And yet, I thrilled to read it. There is a true strangeness in this world, deeper and darker than any I could have imagined. I'd always imagined him and myself to be commonplace people. But perhaps this strangeness lies in us too.
Wilhelmina, do not cry out. We would not want to wake him. He looks so peaceful, does he not?
Why are you here?
For the pleasures of your sweet company.
Do you mean to joke with me? As if you're not the source of my pain?
I have watched you through the eyes of those that love you. You seem to me an exemplar of your own sex. Disciplined, orderly, and sharp. And yet you're willing to lay your talents at the feet of men most undeserving. Think what you could do when put to proper use.
I suppose by that you mean by serving you. What would I gain by serving you? I saw what became of Lucy. She was in misery, in agony.
She was too frightened to grasp the possibilities of what I gave her. The weak cannot bear to change. You, on the other hand, you are made of sterner metal.
And what of Jonathan? You imprisoned him or tormented him.
I showed him what he feared to see in himself. You English are such strangers to your own flesh. You do not fear me, for I may only go where I am given entry. You fear yourselves. You fear the savage heart that beats beneath your net of whalebone and starch. Do not think, perhaps, that there are omissions in his journal. Things that he would not, no, could not write.
He would not keep it from me.
So you think, but you do not know. Can you say, Mina, that you are truly happy as you are? You who spent your whole life in virtue and had no reward. Have you not seen the hypocrisies of your own life? Of the men who keep you blind in the name of protection, chivalry? Have you not seen the civilities that hide brutality?
Yes.
Do you wish to know what lies beneath?
Yes.
But you must only permit me to show you. I will remove the fictions of your existence, and you shall see the truth.
What must I do?
Drink with me. Oh, Jonathan, my friend. How sweet to see you once more.
No, this cannot be. You fiend! Leave her!
I do not take by force, as you well know.
Oh, you foul, lying!
The charade of manhood does not become you. The girl you love is bound to me. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. She will come when I call and do my bidding. You be wise to do the same, rather than play your wits against mine. You think to root me out, but already I am within. You rail against me, while knowing in your heart that you, Jonathan Harker, are mine.
Mina, did he hurt you?
I wish he had, I wish he had. I was weak.
No, it is him. It is his devilry that has caused this.
You still cling to that lie. You would put aside all responsibility, say you were entranced, bewitched, taken out of your senses. For now I know the truth, terrible as it is. I did not wish him to stop. I would have let him drain me dry, or I would have drained him too.
His spell is still upon you. You should not say such things.
Why deny it, Jonathan? I know you felt it too.
We must fetch Professor Van Helsing. He will know what to do. You will be saved. You must be saved. Quickly. Professor, please. It's the Count. He has done this to her.
Then we must see if his mark has taken hold.
I'm ashamed to show the world my weakness forever.
Not forever. From what I have learned suggests that if we remove the cause, then may your scar pass and your skin be as fresh and pure as your heart. But should we fail, then you will fall prey to the same living death that claimed our Miss Lucy.
If I could kill him alone, with my bare hands I would. For you I would bring back his head as a trophy.
Tell me it is what you plan to do and I shall go with you.
No, you will remain safe here. We will secure this room. We will hang Garland.
Did I suppose I'm not safe here? Professor, you have kept it in the dark even when to know could have preserved poor Lucy's life. I am weary of hiding from the truths, even the horrifying, sinister truths. So I will go with you. I know my state is a danger. But if I find it in myself, and I will watch keenly for it, a sign of harm to any that I love, I shall die.
You do not. You do not mean to kill yourself.
I have no friend to save me from so desperate a fate.
There is such a one, if it were for your good. For myself, I could hold it in account before God to find such a euthanasia for the best. But not yet. Not until the one who has turned your sweet liver is no more. But we must not be tempted into rash. Oh, please, hold on to this for now. Madam Mina, I cede your point. I've been seeking only to protect you from harm and from sorrow, but to let you all pass by in the bliss of ignorance. But I am old and foolish, and I should know better. Tomorrow we'll tell you all of the plans we have. How best to destroy this monster. Tonight, try to find solace in sleep, no matter how hard it may be.
Then I guess right. How would you not tell me?
Would you have understood?
Of course.
No. No, you understand now. Now that you have been with him, now that you have felt that pull. Had I told you then, Mina, I love you. I admire you. I worship you. Thought of you every day that we were parted. You are the very bloom of an English rose, so fresh, so clean, so proper. How could I tell you my terrible desire? How could I say to you that those fiend-like women, they appear to be like you, but not like you? I could not view you in such a vile manner. I could not use you so. But what he offered me, what I wanted then disavowed his strength. And what a lie that strength was, for now I'm weaker than ever, bound by his presence in my mind, knowing that he might claim me at any time. Thought to bury my shame, leave it behind me in a foreign land. Stay with me. There. Now you know all.
You're much to the same, it seems.
Then take comfort. For if you go into that darkness, you shall not go alone.
Waiting pains me. I can feel his blood coursing in me. Fear and disgust and satisfaction mingle, for now, with his blood, I see everything. The missing pieces are all there. Jonathan's sweet blood, his visits to Lucy, Miss Renfield's death. I watched the nurses take her body away with a flash of anger, his anger at her betrayal, and then shame. For if she could resist, then so much the worse am I. Dr. Seward says he must mark her as a suicide. Truth would never satisfy the authorities, though how they will believe she snapped her own neck, I do not know. Jonathan and I exchange guilty glances as we make our plans. I cannot tell them what I know. My tongue turns red and my hand shakes to hold a pen. Course is set. He and Dr. Seward shall play the bold heroes, venturing deep into the Count's lair. Professor and I shall stay near the entrance to bar the Count from fleeing. And though this passes unsaid, watch me for the creeping signs of change. The coldness that wraps my limbs. He recites what he has learned of vampires like a spell.
Ancient and terrible though he is bound by rules, as are all his kind. Sunlight weakens them, they must sleep during the day in the earth of their grave. They are abhorrent to holy things and garlic. They can only gain entry to a home by invitation, and they can be rendered true dead by a stake through the heart, and then have their head removed.
I think of Lucy and what she felt at the end. A moment of animal fear, replacing the coldness of the grave. Professor says to kill a vampire is a relief to them, to release their innocent human souls to heaven. I pray that he is right.
Take the lantern. I will use the host to create a protective circle around Madam Mina and myself, so that the Count may not surprise us. Godspeed, and may your aim be true.
Too late. He has fled. And we must pursue him. Track him, hunt him to the end of the earth. We cannot let him escape us.
You have delivered yourselves. How courteous to spare me.
Foul, monstrous devil!
You may call me what you will. The words of a true, brave knight, avenging the virtue of his fallen ladies. Oh, this is a story to bring a tear to my eye. Yes, a fine story. Not one that will end happily. Let me offer another.
Professor, help! Professor!
It's nothing. You can say to evade your fate! I cannot break the circle!
Yet you delay. Why is that?
Hawker! Do something!
Oh, but he is my dog. He comes at my call. Jonathan, drop down your weapon. Do not be foolish. There's much that I could offer you. Anything you decide.
You must! Help!
Promise you'll stay here, out of danger.
Could you bring Lucy back to life?
She is truly dead. Beyond even my power to resurrect. There are countless women more beautiful than her. No more self-denial. No need to cloak your excesses in the guise of care. And I could offer knowledge too. Nothing will be beyond your understanding. The power is there. If you would accept it.
Jack, do not allow him!
Oh, you foolish old man! You think your rules and rituals will protect you? Now you see what happens to those who defy me. Still, it is not too late for either of you to join me. Jonathan. We may finally finish that which we began so many months ago. But do not fear. No longer will you be a tame dog, but a wolf, a hunter. Jonathan, you will be more than a man. You will be eternal.
It's over. Finally over.
I hope so. Doctor, give me your crucifix, please.
He was wrong. He was wrong.
Seems there is no way to clean this mark from our souls. Or rather, only one that remains.
Then I shall grant you that verse. For I cannot allow one of those things to pollute the earth.
Forgive me, Mina. I could not see him harm you.
What are we to do now? We are fated when we die to become undead.
Did you not know that?
The Count is dead. Unable to influence us more. We do not know where the professor's research erred. Perhaps we'll remain as we are. Unable to return to our state of pure innocence. But going no further into darkness.
It was not pure, was it? For he only used what already lay within us. Our own fears and desires magnified, made monstrous. The promise of it on the threat.
And we must live in spite of it. Never retreat from it. Face our own shame.
We know shame between us now.